What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and today we got another massive update in Call of Duty World War II, which involves 6 new weapons. No, you didn't hear me wrong, 6 new weapons. Now, this new event is called Blitzkrieg, and like I said, it introduced 6 new weapons, also ground war, and you can now play matches in the headquarters. We're going to talk about all of that today, of course, starting with the weapons, like the title says. So as I mentioned, this new event is called Blitzkrieg, and just like any other event, it introduced a new type of supply drop, and in which you can get the new weapons. Now, I opened 62 supply drops. These are just ones that I've saved up over time. These are common and rare supply drops, not the new Blitzkrieg supply drops. And out of these 62 supply drops, I got absolutely 0 new weapons. Now, I know that this is just bad luck. I've watched other people open supply drops so far and get like 4 of the new weapons. I was just incredibly unlucky. But what we're going to talk about now is what the new weapons are and how many armory credits it actually takes them to buy within their collections. And by the way, if you're having trouble finding some of the new weapons in the collections, only 3 of them are in the Blitzkrieg collection. The rest of them are underneath Operation Overlord. So the first weapon we're looking at here is the Type 5. Now, this is a semi-automatic assault rifle that looks very similar to the M1 Garand. It has a little bit of recoil, and it has that high damage, low fire rate, just like the M1 Garand. Now, to unlock this one with collections, it's going to cost 15,800 armory credits, and then the variant you will unlock is called Show of Force, as you're seeing on screen here. So this one actually isn't too expensive, especially compared to the other ones we're going to look at here. So the second weapon here is the Type 38. This is basically the Arasaka from previous Call of Duty games. This is a Japanese sniper rifle. It has a higher fire rate, a little bit lower damage though. This is only going to be a 1-bullet kill from the chest and up. So a little bit worse of a space to kill than something like the Kar 98. Now, to unlock this weapon, it's going to cost 20,350 armory credits, but you get a really cool variant. It's called the Hydra, and in my opinion, it looks really amazing. The third weapon is once again another assault rifle. It's called the M2 Carbine. Now, this is actually just a different type of M1A1 carbine that is fully automatic. So it's a slower fire rate, low recoil, medium damage weapon. Like I said, just a fully automatic version of the M1A1. And if you want to buy this one via armory credits, it costs 21,900, and the variant you get is called the Apex Predator. The next weapon, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be the most sought after weapon, is the ITRA, or the ITRA Burst assault rifle. Once again, the third assault rifle of the 6 weapons that they released. So this is a 4-round burst assault rifle, so assumably at most ranges this is going to be a 4-bullet to kill weapon. Now, to unlock this one via armory credits, it costs 25,775. This is the highest cost weapon out of all of them, and it's also the only burst rifle within Call of Duty World War II, which isn't really historically accurate, but if you're comparing this to another weapon that's been in a previous Call of Duty game, it's a lot similar to the IMR from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which was also made by Sledgehammer Games. So, like I said, assumably it's going to be about a 4-bullet kill at most ranges. I've picked this one up a couple times, and it's decent. It seems pretty good. Doesn't seem overpowered or anything, which is good. So, this is, yeah, like I said, probably going to be the most sought-after weapon. Mainly because it's the only burst weapon in the entire game. After this, we have the Sterling SMG. This one just looks incredibly similar to the Type 100, even down to like the stats. It has that slower fire rate, higher range, medium damage, just like the Type 100. Now, this one is going to cost you 23,925. It's the second most expensive armory credit-wise, and this one gets you the Blitzbreaker variant. So, a lot of really good range weapons, and then we have the one melee weapon, the baseball bat. This one's going to cost you 13,975 armory credits. So, as I said, the most expensive is the ITRA Burst. The least expensive is the Type 5. So a lot of assault rifles that they added in, one SMG, one sniper rifle, and still to this date they have not added a new shotgun. So I would guess in the next drop of weapons, a month or 2 months from now, that would be something we're probably going to be seeing there. As far as what my thoughts are on them releasing 6 weapons all at once, I think it's okay. It gives me a reason to keep playing, keep grinding for these weapons, keep grinding for armory credits to buy these collections, but I think it's also a little bit much all at once. I think it might have been a little better if they kind of did 3 weapons, waited 2 weeks, released another 3 weapons. It's just a lot all at once. For example, if you want to buy all of these weapons all at once with armory credits, it's going to cost you 120 121,725 armory credits, which is a lot. Personally, I don't even have nearly that amount saved up, so it's going to be difficult for me to get all the weapons. I'm just going to have to try to get lucky out of supply drops, which currently isn't going very well for me. Now, the one question I have for you guys, so let me know down in the comments, which of these weapons are you most looking forward to? Are you like me and really want to get your hands on that ITRA Burst, or are one of these other weapons really calling your name? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Now, aside from these new weapons, they also introduced a ton of other stuff. The first of which is HQ, the headquarters, is now a playable map. Now, the 3 game modes you can play on it are, first of all, free-for-all, gun game, and finally, prop hunt. Now, I don't think prop hunt works great for this, as the teams are only 4v4, but free-for-all and gun game both work actually pretty well, and I would go as far as to say I really think they should just make this a permanent map for both free-for-all and also for gun game. Now, by no means is this a balanced map. There's a ton of spots for camping. There's some spawns where if you spawn there, you are pretty much screwed. It's in the middle of nowhere. Like I said, not really a balanced map, but it's a lot of fun to play in the headquarters, and I definitely think it's good enough to be in the rotation for at least free-for-all and gun game. I really don't think team games would work very well on this map whatsoever. Now, the other new thing that they added with this update is ground war. Actually, 2 different types of ground war. The first of which is just your regular ground war. They call it ground war mosh pit. This is where you play team deathmatch, domination, that kind of thing, but it's 9v9. Now, the maps that you play on are medium to large maps, and some of the maps that they consider medium are actually pretty small. For example, I played on Valkyrie, which to me is more of a small map than a medium one, but the rest of the maps are the large ones, something like Gustav Cannon. You get the idea. Now, how does this play? I think it's alright. The only real issue I had with it is you get a lot of campers, just like regular ground war back in the day. There's going to be a lot of people like this. Or if they're not doing this, they're just sitting at the back of a spawn with a sniper rifle trying to pick people off. So there's a little bit of a problem there as far as it goes camping-wise, but I do find it a lot of fun. If you're playing domination with Blitzkrieg, the new perk, where you can build up kill streaks just based off of kills, and you're playing domination, it works very well. You get some really good feeds with the new kill streaks. So I really like that, but like I said, there's a little bit of a camping problem. Now, the second type of war that they added is called Ground War. And what this is simply war, but 9v9. And let me tell you, I actually like this better than regular war. I think it should have been this from the very beginning. For some reason, I think it makes all of the war maps play a lot faster, and I just simply really enjoy it. And I would go as far as to say, maybe they should just make all the war maps 9v9. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot more hectic, there's a lot more going on constantly, but it's constant action, and I found it a lot of fun. So let me know what you think. Do you like regular war 6v6, or would you prefer this type of war 9v9? Personally, I really enjoyed the 9v9 war. The main reason being there's just a lot more action, it's way faster paced, and it's just a ton of fun. And if kill death ratio doesn't matter anyway, to me, the more fun it is, the better it is, and the more I'm going to play it. So, to me, 9v9 war is the way to go. But like I said, let me know what you think. You can completely disagree with me, and let me know why down in the comments. So then the last thing I wanted to talk about is whether these new 6 weapons are too difficult to get. And I don't think they are. I think if you've saved up your supply drops, if you've saved up your armory credits, it's going to be pretty easy to unlock all these weapons. Now, the other thing that I'll say is I do also believe for the casual players, they should have more, many more, a couple times a week, special contracts where you can get these base weapons simply by doing these contracts. They've done it in the past before with the DLC or supply drop weapons, whatever you want to call them, and I think they should do it more, especially if they're going to be doing these weapon releases with upwards of 5-6 weapons frequently. They need to make it so it's a little bit easier to get them for the casual players. For players like me who play the game all the time, it's not too difficult. For your average player, something needs to be done so that they are actually able to get these weapons with somewhat of a frequency to it. And I really do think the best way to do this for both parties is that if you're the game developer, you make it very easy for the players to get the base weapons. So do a lot of special contracts, as I was talking about, or even just individual orders to actually get these weapons. Then, on top of that, you make it difficult to get weapon variants, make them cost a lot of armory credits, make them difficult to grind for, give them in difficult challenges, and make it so that those hardcore players are still able to grind and get the weapons they want, and the casual players are still able to get these DLC weapons without either spending a pretty penny or being stuck playing the game for hours on end. I really do think that's probably the best way to do it. But if you have a better idea, let me know what you think. And that's pretty much it. That's the Blitzkrieg update in a nutshell. We got 6 new weapons, 5 ranged weapons, 1 melee weapon, and 3 kind of new game modes: Ground War, War, and finally HQ. So let me know what you think of everything in this update down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, found it informative, it'd be awesome if you could hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all my content. And guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
Maybe you should take it slow.